Thousands of people will attend Titanic commemoration events in Northern Ireland today. Today is the centenary of the liner's sinking. This is the GAP Morning News, also on the programme. Saturday afternoon with the Supreme Leader, Scotland are skint, and Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie engaged. Good morning, I'm Gary Pendlebury. Thousands of people will attend Titanic commemoration events in Northern Ireland today, on the centenary of the liner's sinking. The vessel struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic on its maiden voyage on April 14, 1912, with the loss of around 1,500 lives. It was built in Belfast's Harland and Wolff shipyard. A requiem for the lost souls will be held at Belfast Church of Ireland Cathedral, whilst a commemoration in music and film at the Waterfront Hall will feature well-known performers like Katie Melua. Robert Ballard, the oceanographer who discovered our MS Titanic in its watery grave, will be in Belfast to deliver a memorial lecture. It follows last night's open-air performance in Belfast before 16,000 revellers at MTV's Titanic Sounds concert, featuring dancehall artist Sean Paul and Pixie Lott, among others. Tonight's commemoration at the Belfast Waterfront Hall is to be shown live on the big screen in the grounds of Belfast City Hall and screened on TV. Brian Ferry and Grammy award-winning soul singer Joss Stone are among the lineup for the event to mark the centenary of the Titanic's sinking. The concert will begin at 8:30 p.m. and will last until around 10 p.m. More than 26,000 people applied for the 1,000 free tickets available for the Waterfront concert. It will also feature performances by Nicola Benedetti, Charlie Sheen and Ulster Orchestra, Alfie Boe, Katie Melua, Picca Paris, Maverick Sambre and the Irish Harp Orchestra, with award-winning broadcaster John Humphreys hosting the event. Belfast's new Titanic Visitor Centre is totally sold out of tickets until Monday. Seeing the Supreme Leader today in the stadium named after his grandfather Kim Il-sung, it seats 50,000, no football today. The teams on the pitch were all in uniforms from various armed forces units. A show of support for the young leader Kim Jong-un. The TV pitch is broadcast across the secretive state, arranged to show that he still has the military on his side. Damage limitation North Korean style. Still, no images of yesterday's rocket launch. The failure to put a rocket into space is being airbrushed out of this country's often rewritten history. Today, President Obama has said that the North Korean leadership should feed its people rather than spend tens of millions of dollars on rockets that don't work. The latest assessments from the World Food Programme suggest 3.5 million people are short of food in this country. Thousands of children have been identified as suffering from severe acute malnutrition. The state ration is down to around one bowl of corn a day, that's 150 calories, which, if that's all the children get to eat, will end up with brain damage. In the showcase capital, people look well fed. They're mostly the elite. New flats have sprung up across the city. It's more brightly lit than when they were last there. There were more cars on the roads. Two diplomats today said they'd been amazed by the rapid construction of new buildings. However, we cannot see what life is like for those outside the capital. We have been told not to leave this hotel, where you can eat all the buffets feed for hundreds of reporters and attendees at a friendship festival. Back in the stadium, the crowd roared his name. Waves of cheers played over the PA. Kim Jong-un waved back. An hour of speeches began, praise for the world's only communist dynasty. By now the people had been sitting in their hard seats in the stands for hours. It's a marvel of crowd control. The doors were locked, armed guards stationed in the walkways. The main speech extolled many ventures of Kim Il-sung, the father of North Korea, his revolutionary cause, known as Juche, or state sufficiency as might describe it, forms the single guiding philosophy of this country which suits a nation largely cut off from the rest of the world. Kim Jong-un was described as the center of unity, center of the leadership of our party and revolution and the banner of all victories and glories. Although he's never spoken in public, his father only spoke once when he leant into the microphone at a rally and called on the people to support the army. Kim Jong-un is quoted as a speech delivered today as follows: "It is the unshakable will of our party to cry out the instructions of the great comrade Kim Jong-un, Secretary without inch of deviation and in verity follow the road of independence, the road of socialism, pioneered by President Kim Il-sung and led by General Kim Jong-il. Like father, like son." Through the window of the hotel that all foreigners reported that have been staying in, military bands piped cheers of crowds. Rehearsals for tomorrow's massive military parade on the 100th anniversary of the birth of Kim Il-sung, this country's eternal president. Another chance for Kim Jong-un to try to raise his standing and recover a reputation damaged early in his reign as supreme leader. The Economist has waded over a row of Scottish independence with scathing editorial on the economics of such a move. The magazine said that Scottish independence would come at a hefty price and that Scotland would be left as one of Europe's vulnerable marginal economies. The Scottish National Party took particular exception to the front cover, a map of the country renamed Skintland. Glasgow is renamed Glasgow, Edinburgh becomes Edinburgh, and the Highlands the High Interest Lands. First Minister Alex Salmond told Radio Clyde the magazine would rue the day. It insulted Scotland. Alex Salmond said the article was not even funny, just offensive, and that it would help increase the popularity of his party. They are one of Hollywood's hottest couples and have been the talk of Tinseltown since they first got together 7 years ago. Now, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are engaged to marry. Yes, it's confirmed. Cynthia Petdante, a spokeswoman for Pitt, told Reuters it is a promise for the future and the kids are very happy. There's no date set at this time. Earlier this week, Jolie, Pitt and their son Pax attended a private viewing at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art when the Oscar-winning actress was wearing the large rectangular diamond ring on her left hand. Jewelry maker Robert Prokop said he had fashioned the ring in his collaboration with Pitt, specifically for the actress. In a statement, Prokop's spokeswoman said the full creative journey from conception to completion took a year, with Brad Pitt waiting until the perfect moment to unveil this special jewel to Angelina Jolie. Pitt, 48, and Jolie, 36, have 6 children together, 3 biological and 3 adopted. The couple, dubbed Brangelina, previously resisted pressure to marry, despite numerous reports over the years that a wedding was in the offing. But in January, Pitt was quoted as saying that the pair were coming under pressure from their children. Pitt and Jolie became close on the set of the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith. At the time, Pitt was married to Friends actress Jennifer Aniston, but were later divorced. Jolie, who won a Best Supporting Actress Oscar for her role in Girl Interrupted in 1999, had 2 short marriages to actors to Billy Bob Thornton and Johnny Lee Miller. Good luck to them. And a look now at tomorrow's front pages. The Daily Mail says, terror of Chinese murder case wife. That is the story from earlier this week of the China killings, as you may have heard. The Daily Mirror reports, lover gouged my eyes out. Horrible story there, and it's also showing pictures of the Grand National, which are happening today. The Sun also has the Grand National on the front there, as well as coma vigil for Robin. That is Robin in who has cancer, as we know. The Eye says exposed the sweatshop labour behind London 2012. The Independent has a similar story, exposed the reality behind London's ethical Olympics. The Telegraph says Britain's vilified Christians. There's also a picture on there of David Cameron in China. The Times shows a Grand National special with an 8-page pullout, but also pictures David Cameron in China. But the main issue is, the main headline, is pressure on UK officials over the China murder case. That's again similar to the Daily Mail. The Guardian says staff deporting foreigners out of the UK is loutish and aggressive. That's their headline there. That's quite a headline from them. And finally, the Daily Express says new ice-cold blast is on the way. Weathermen warn, don't put away your winter woolies. There's my mistake for this year. Okay, well, that was a look at your morning's papers, and that's it from us. The next news is on at 1:15, the evening news at 5:15, but we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.